As we said, Morgan Stanley's Adam Jonas wading deeper into the EV battery startup landscape, takes Quantumscape and Fisker up big this morning, initiating on an overweight. Jim, trying to separate some winners from losers. Lordstown, for example, remains underweight.
Wow, yeah, I just said, listen, nearly free plan from GM, but flood of competition. He likes the concept. A Romeo, we're out there, and I'll know that's a sell, Romeo. But there are just some incredible praises here for Fisker. A little bit, not as much as I was hoping for what they call the biotech, which is QS, Quantumscape. Don't you love it, David? The biotech of the group.
Yes.
The $27 price target for Fisker, I think, is well reasoned. He's got a bear case of, this is not unusual for him. Remember, he's got the bear case of 9. But what they're really talking about, Carl, is the idea that this is the legit one because of its relationship with Magna, which is such an amazing company. They make cars for Daimler, for Benz, Toyota, so it's part of the mix. They've got a bull case in terms of 550,000 units by 2030. That would be rather amazing. I became a believer in this when Bill McDermott, my friend at ServiceNow, and I do call him my friend because I know him outside of work for many, many years, joined the board September 29th. Bill McDermott is an amazing executive. We all know him for what he did at SAP, and now look what he's done at ServiceNow. And he said, Jim, I'm a believer. And he has the Ocean. The Ocean is a gorgeous car. David, I think that Fisker is, when we look at all these different companies that we talk about that are just excitement,
yes,
there may be some stake here with sizzle.
There might be. And the question is where it's going, who's going to sizzle and who's going to fizzle.
Well, geez.
Like that?
Oh, my God.
Clyde's got nothing on me. Hooping and swooping. But it's good to get research like this because we need more of it. Jonas is a pretty rigorous guy, right, Jim?
I love this piece.
And it's a long piece. And, you know, as more and more of these companies come to the public markets, as we've said, oftentimes through mergers with SPACs, we need to try to understand the competitive relevance that they have and what they're facing.
Right.
And he's doing this matrix for each of them, sort of that he's calling a key consideration matrix, which may be helpful.
Well,
but, you know, not everybody has the most efficient battery. Not everybody is going to be able to scale. Not everybody is going to be number one, and yet they all claim to be. And so that's what people are trying to figure out. Interesting. I don't believe Cathie Wood's ARC has bought Quantumscape, even though it's been interested in this area, and I believe it buys some other names.
I check her enough at 6 o'clock every night.
Yeah, everybody's got to check that email.
Yeah, it's pretty great.
Or that what they communicate in terms of their trades at ARC.
No, you're absolutely. She calls them out in DraftKings. She calls bottom in Snap. She Virgin Galactic. She's been dumping splumps.
Did you see the SPACs from earlier this week? CMLF.
Yes.
The data, healthcare, AI, genomics. She bought that. That's going to be up 20%.
I know she was nice profit. What in Pacific Bio?
Yeah.
She nailed that one.
So my point was on Quantumscape. Interesting. It hasn't been there, I don't think, in her portfolio.
No, but I want to talk for a second about your Jagdeep Singh interview.
Yeah,
because
yes, CEO of Quantumscape.
Because that is what can move the needle. And Adam identifies it as the biotech. But we need faster charging and we need lighter batteries.
Right.
But remember what Elon Musk said, and we never go away from him. You know, he always is talking about it's easy to build making a prototype is easy. Scaling production is very hard. And the reason why Fisker can be at the top is they are able to scale production.
Meanwhile, Jim,
what?
Hydrogen with the trucks. We had Hyzon earlier this week. They came public through a SPAC with they're the truck battery, right?
Right. But remember, Westport was for natural gas. The one thing you have to know
No, I'm just trying to understand, Jim, this world that is becoming, the transformation that's going to take place over the next 10 years in the electric power grid, in the number of stations you're going to need to be able to charge these vehicles, and just everything that's going to have to occur for this EV revolution to really succeed is enormous.
Yes, because, again, you're talking about a very small number of cars that are EV. I mean, Fisker, Adam would be happy if they got a couple of percent. Adam Jonas with that great piece of Morgan Stanley. But one of the things, Carl, that I think David is right is that there's this vast panoply of how things are going to change. But much of it is uneconomic. Right now, when you get the special green hydrogen, it is uneconomic. But it may move faster than we think. And I keep pointing out that the two most important companies in this industry are Walmart, big analyst meeting, and Amazon, because they are driving it to get it so that we have zero emissions. It's the customer that is pushing the truck. Mary Barr will make it very clear that it's really truck when you talk about hydrogen. But Royal Dutch yesterday basically saying oil has peaked. Still, they always come up with that caveat, yeah. Don't worry about it. In the 2030s, oil will still be here. When I look at the amount of money that's coming into this group and the funding, and Carl David mentioned it yesterday, the funding is so munificent that it's entirely possible that I think they can pull this off faster than people realize.
Shepard Smith here. Thanks for watching CNBC on YouTube.